All right. Without further, we're back from commercial break, everybody, and we've got our next contestant ready to compete. Welcome on down, Andy Man. How you doing?
Hey, Howie, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's so good to have you on the show. We've really been looking forward to you coming in, and you know, it's been a wild night here at Del or No Del. We've had an absolute tremendous showing from our last contestant, Brent, who has just dominated. Now, I know it's a lot of money on the board that's available tonight, but Brent just walked away with a little over $1 above $250,000.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a lot of cases on the board. That would be higher than, that would be among the just lower than the top 5 values on the board out of 16. So pretty remarkable, honestly. How do you think you're going to be able to do today? Do you think you're going to be able to realistically, and obviously, you know, you're going to be walking in with confidence if you're coming into Del or No Del, but you think you're going to be able to beat $250,000 today?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see, Brent made some fatal flaws. Even though he did go away with, you know, as much money as he could, you know, there's still a lot of room for improvement there, and I'm ready to show him what's going on.
Absolutely. I think the first flaw was, you know, knocking out the million, not just picking that for his own case. That's, if I were to say what the problem was, I think that'd be the first one.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the objective is to pick the one with $1 million.
You want that one, right? So, exactly. Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on the show. I absolutely love your outfit. I love that you have the little DJ records, the little vinyl records there in your hands, being able to just mix live for us. But we've got our own sound producer right now, and they're turning on the jams. So, Andy, you've got 16 cases on the board. One of those are yours, free of charge, my friend. Which of these cases would you like to play with?
Gosh, well, it is a lot of choices. As we just discussed, you know, there really is only one right answer, and it's the case with the million. So I'm going to pick that one, and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to channel a little bit of my username here. Obviously, there's 2 choices here, but I'm going to go with case number 10. That's the one with $1 million, and that's the one that'll be my case.
Andy, you've got an undisclosed amount. Brent is going to be transporting your case over here. Whatever is in that case is yours. You can keep it. You can sell it. You can do whatever you want with it. Your goal tonight is to walk home away with it, or to sell that low value case for the absolute most amount of money possible. Perfect. All right. Fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's get the game started, Andy. You've got round 1 coming in strong. You've got every case on the board still from 1 to $1 million. Let's see if you can knock out some of those small numbers to get us started. Go ahead and open up that first case.
Well, to complete my username and the numbers associated with it, let's go ahead and let's pick number 12.
All right, case number 12. Brent, he's putting you to work. He's having a little bit of a hard time staying on the right ground right there. You know, he just got hired on as a model today. I'm sure you could offer him some expertise in your off time. Brent, what are we looking at for this case? How much money did Andy just open up? Ooh, it's not looking good. Oh, and right out of the gate, Andy knocking out the $750,000, the second highest total.
You know what? That's okay. You got to get it out of the way. Not every case has $1 million. That's okay. We're going to keep on rolling.
Hey, if the first part of your username was 10, the second part was 12, the second part was the 3/4, it seems like by logic you probably have the 10 milli sitting comfortable, or the 1 milli sitting comfortable in your case.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Well, you've got another choice to make right now. 3 more cases on the board right now for you to pick. You just knocked out the 3/4 milli. Where are you going to be able to get that 100 knocked off?
Let's go down with some lower numbers here. You know, the lower numbers, lower number cases, lower number dollar values. That makes sense, right? Let's go with case number 1.
Case number 1. Okay. Yalara is going to be opening up that case for us. Case number 1. Let's see if it has as many dollars as the number of the case. We are looking at Oh, no. Andy Bobandy, that is a... It is a rocky start, my friend. How you... If you do you need a moment to work through your feelings here? I know that's got to be feeling a little bit unfortunate for you, knocking out the two highest numbers right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine a worse start, to be honest with you, Howie.
Well, you know what? That's because there isn't one. You literally can't do any worse. It's only up from here, Andy. What's going to be your third case?
I appreciate the kind words and the condolences, Howie. You always know how to make a man feel good about
It's my
his
job
choices.
as the host. Yeah, I got to make sure our contestants feel comfortable going forward. Hey, you still got a lot of money on the board. $500,000 still available. Don't knock it out. Let's go. Where are we going?
You know, I need some luck. I need some luck in my life right now. Let's go with lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. All right. Let's see if we're able to turn that streak of bad luck around right now. Bree, what is sitting there comfortable in case number 7? And the 5,000. There you go. You got a nice total right there. We're feeling a lot more comfortable knocking out one of the low ones. Not the lowest, but you know, still a good place to be. You're able to recover it a little bit on the third choice there, Andy. But I know you want to get to this banker call as fast as possible, you know, having the round we've had so far, but you've got one more case to pull before we can do that.
You know, so I'm thinking, right? My logic was a little bit opposite, right? I picked the lowest number, and ended up being the highest number. So why don't I flip that around? Let's go number 16, because by that logic, that's going to have the $1, right?
I can't dispute it. I have a degree in theoretical physics in advanced mathematics, and I cannot dispute it. Case number 16, Joe. What are we looking at? Ooh, Andy, okay. Andy.
We still got 500. We still got 500. That's
you still got the 500 on the board. You're right. I like the positive attitude, and hopefully that 500 is sitting in your case. Now, that first round, though, I mean, we need to think about how we're going to go forward. You know, you were sitting here at the beginning of the game criticizing Brent's gameplay a little bit, and you made the number one mistake. You opened up the millie, and it's going to lose you a lot of bargaining power in not only this first, but the forthcoming rounds.
You know what? That's okay. We know we're not here for a short time, so we're going to keep playing. I know that the offer is going to be low, but we're going to keep moving past it.
All right. You know, I like your optimism, and you can take some time right now to collect your thoughts and think about game plan in the soundproof booth right over there. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the banker on the phone, and we're going to figure out exactly what we can get you for this first round offer. Okay, and there we go. Perfect. All right, banker, hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. My wallet's really happy right now.
Yeah, we just knocked out 3 of the 4 highest values on round 1. I don't think we've ever seen a performance like that in Tarantula Island or in Isle Milka. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I thought that my performance as a Del or Nordell contestant was one of the worst, but I think this might top it, you know. But I kind of feel bad for the guy. You know, he's a big Daft Punk fan. Maybe we'll get him to go one more time and see what happens in the next round.
And maybe next round he'll get lucky.
And maybe he will get lucky. Let's start him off with a nice 25K.
Okay, all right. Give him a nice, generous 25K. I like this side of you, banker. I like the generous side of you. We'll see if he decides to take it or to walk away or to keep playing.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, I'm going to bring him back in. All right, Andy, man, if you can join me back on stage, we have gotten your offer right now. So you have just been presented with an incredibly generous offer if you're asking for my 2 cents. You know, we saw an aggressive banker in round 1 of today's games, you know, really put the pressure on Brent, but I think the banker is feeling, you know, a little bit of pity for you, and they want you to feel comfortable walking away right now if you think this streak of bad luck isn't going to end. Do you think your luck's going to turn around in this next round?
It's gotta have to, Howie. One of these days I'm gonna have to get lucky. It might take a while, but it's gotta happen.
I think so too. But if you decided you wanted to walk away, you could do so right now for the contents of your case, and the contents of your case will be sold to the banker for $25,000. So I must ask you, for $25,000, Dell or no Dell?
Wow. I would, even with that horrendous gameplay that, obviously picking the 2 highest cases in 3 out of the 4, it was a still higher first offer than Brent. And whether it's out of pity or not, I can't be the banker. I can't know. So I still got to say my gameplay was better. So I just like to throw that out.
Absolutely.
But going by the dumpers of these models here, these dumpers dumping all over the place here.
Yeah, they are dumping.
Those dumpers are telling me no.
Oh, man.
So Howie, I'm going to have to go no deal.
No deal. You can't let down those dumpers. They're rooting for you, and I've never seen them shake quite like that. I might even classify them as quakes at that point. The audience is rooting for you. The models are rooting for you. Hell, even I'm rooting for you, Andy, man. We've got another round coming up right now, and, it's a little bit less stressful. You do still have to open some cases, but this time you only have to open 3 of them. So to start off this round, give me the rundown. Which of these cases do you think is going to be contained in that $1?
Well, I gotta say, case number 7 was good to me. Bree's dumper was being good to me, so I'm gonna stick with that. Let's go with case number 5.
All right, Bree, get that dumper over to case number 5, and let's see what the total is in case number 5. I hope, for your sake, I hope we can get 3 low titles this round. Case number 5, containing 50,000. Not a bad pull. Not a bad pull. Right in the middle of the board. The audience is pretty excited about it. I think it's a good start. But let's see if we can do a little bit better, Andy. Let's show me that $1. You got another case to pick.
We got to get that $1 out. That's still sticking around there. It's going to bring all these offers down. We went with the luckiest number, 7. Let's go flip side. Let's go unlucky. Let's go with number 13. Let's open that one up.
All right. Number 13, Joe is going over and checking it out. Shaking the dumper a little bit for good luck. And you have just unleashed the $100 case. Luck seems to be turning around for you this time, Andy.
I told you I got to get lucky. It's finally happening.
I'm excited for you, and I think if we can get one more strong case this round, you're going to be seeing a much more competitive banker. That first round almost felt like the banker was really trying to pressure you out of the game. I think they might even try and egg you into staying on if you're not able to, or if you're able to pull off another low value. So, Andy, for all the chips right now, before we go and see what the banker's offering, which one of these cases is holding a low number?
Shoot, I feel I've got 2 cases in the back 3 rows. I still got 3 here, and part of me, part of my robot brain just needs to bet that order. That I'm gonna have to even that all up. So let's go with case number 3.
All right, case number 3. Suspense is high. The number needs to be low in order to get your playing power up. Yalar, what are we looking at in case number 3? You've just unlocked. Oh. I don't know why the audience is cheering for that one. That is a rough total to pull. 500,000 knocked off the board. Andy, that was your strongest tie, your strongest amount of money. You're sitting with a 300,000 maximum right now, which is still a lot. It's just still a lot of money. But that
I've still got 4. Yeah, I've still got 4 numbers there, higher than my last offer. I'm not feeling great, obviously, with all these high numbers off the board, but there's still some chance for some winnings here, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you once again to jump over into that soundproof booth while I go communicate with the banker and figure out exactly what kind of offer we're able to get for you. And let me just go pick up the phone over here. All right, perfect. And we've got our banker on the phone. Hello, how, okay. All right, we need to talk about what just happened there, because he had us on the ropes, you know. He was getting lucky in those first 2 rounds, but then the 4 highest totals now, banker, knocked out. How's that going to reflect your decision making here?
Wow. I mean, I was looking to give him a little bit more money, and then he knocked out his high totals, and I'm thinking, okay, well, how am I going to offer this guy more money when he could potentially be walking home with $300K out of my pocket? I feel kind of bad for the guy now, even more so. I feel like he's having the worst game of Dell or no Dell history right here, right now in this audience, studio audience here.
We'll see. He's going to need to play pretty poorly to walk away with less than some of the competitors we've had in the past.
That is true, including me. You know what? We're gonna give him a second chance. We're gonna give him 29K. It's a little bit higher than offer number 1 because he did take out those 2 low amounts. But it's, you know, it's a little bit more. I can't give him as much as I, you know. As
I
much
understand.
As I want to.
I understand. That's, you know what? I think that's a really fair offer, considering he's knocked out his 4 highest totals, and he has to knock out 3 more in this round. Not only that, the 1 is still on the board, and that might be in his case. You might be offering him $29,000 for a single buck.
You know what? If he gives me back my loony, that's fine. That's totally okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and forward that offer over to him. Banker, as always, thank you for your time and your generous consideration.
All right. Thank you.
All right, and out of the soundproof booth with you, Andy Mann, welcome back. I just got off the phone with the banker who, you know, as much as they're rooting against you in this game, they definitely felt a little bit upset for you having pulled that playing power off the table, the 500,000. You know, you still have a lot, but the numbers, the way that they are on the table right now, she couldn't justify, you know, giving you too big of a bump. Now, I do want to ask, do you think your offer deserves to be raised by a substantial amount in this round?
I mean, define substantial, right? I think knocking off a couple of those lower ones, you know, I didn't have any low numbers off the board last time. So I think it's going to raise it up a little bit. I'm not expecting a lot, but I guess we'll have to see here. All
right, well, I think your intuition is serving you well. Your offer is going to go up, but not by a whole lot. You have been offered, for your case, for case number 10, whatever's in it, your offer is $29,000. A little bit higher than your previous offer, but not by a lot. So, Andy, man, you have a tough decision to make. 3 cases in the next round. Dell or no Dell?
Ooh, 29,000. So that puts it just above 5 of my remaining cases, and I've got 4 left above that. So,
and you're opening 3 in this next round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, only having to open 3 this next round, I'm guaranteed to walk into the next offer with at least the 75,000 on the board still.
In the worst case, I want to see some optimism right now, Andy, man. You're gonna knock out the 1, the 5, and the 1,000.
Hey, I don't know what kind of optimism can really come out of this gameplay so far, right? We can flip that on its head. We're looking at worst case scenarios now. So
he went from optimist to realist from the beginning to the middle of this game.
Exactly. So, you know what, Howie? I'm going to have to say no, Dell. Let's keep playing. Let's keep this going.
All right, no Dell. The audience loves the gameplay continuing, but that is a lot of cases you're stuck opening again. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases on the field right now. 3 of those cases getting knocked out. Which one of these cases do you think has the best chance of bringing you some wealth in your future?
You know, I've got everything evened up. Right now, Yalar, as beautiful a model as they are, not treating me kindly with the numbers they've been opening, with the milli and the 500K. So I'm gonna avoid that first row.
Gonna avoid the front. I think that's a smart pick. You've got Yalar feeling shy now. They're hiding behind this sign now. Look at what you've done.
That's okay. They'll survive. let's go ahead. Let's open case number 15.
All right, back row, we're feeling lucky. Case number 15. Joe's going to be giving us our total right now, and case number 15, hopefully containing 25,000 on the lower side. Absolutely. Not the lowest. Somewhere in the middle there, but that's a strong way. You're keeping your 4 highest totals alive, and I think that's what you need to do right now, especially those 6-figure numbers. 2 left in this round, Andy. I need you to make a decision. Which is going to be the second case you choose this round, and are you going to be able to knock out another low value? Let's see.
You know what, Howie? The $1 still on there, and there's one case out here that's just screaming ones, right? Let's go ahead. Let's open up case number 11. The 2 ones there, they just had me feeling that $1 cases right there.
All right, then Brent is going to be opening up case number 11 for you. Let's see how you're able to perform. The case number 1 had the million. Let's hope the double one negates that and gives you the $1. We've got a little bit of suspense. Brent has just opened up the case containing... Ooh, he's a tease. More this suspense. One. $500, the second lowest value remaining. Let's go. Let's get some dumpers for Andy right now. Absolutely annihilating round 3 of Del or No Del. Look at him go. All right, you have played amazingly this round, but last round we noticed a pattern. You had the 2 really strong first picks, and then the third pick kind of hits you hard. Now, no matter what happens here, I think your offer is going to be increasing. But if you knock out that 1, I think you're going to be seeing a massive, massive amount of play potential unlocked for you. So, last pick of the round, my friend. Which one of these cases has $1?
Let's keep clearing out this right side of the board here. Let's go with case number 8.
All right, case number 8. We've got Bree opening it up. Brent shaking his dumper for good energy. Let's see what we're able to do for you, Andy. Come on, let's give us a 10, 1,000, or a 1. Bree, what did we just unlock? The 75K. Okay, you know what? I think that's overall a beneficial play for you. The 1 is still on the board. The audience seems pretty excited either way. It's an interesting round you just played because you didn't knock out any of your big values, but you did kind of clear out that middle, which leaves you in a very interesting position now. If you'll take a look to the right of the field, you'll see that we have 1,000, and 10,000 remaining for you on the higher side of the board. Now, contrary to that, you've got 100, 200, and 300,000 remaining on the lower side. You've got a very, very, very polarized field right here. And that's the riskiest kind of setup you can have here on Del or No Del. So going into this next offer, what do you think is kind of running through your head? What do you think is running through the banker's head?
I mean, I feel like I've just min-maxed Del or No Del. And I feel like the offer's got to be over that 100K mark to make it worth it, or at least close to it, to really get me out of here. Even though I've still got that 1 and that 1,000 left, I think those 3 big numbers are going to work in my favor. I think we're going to see probably close to a 4 times increase in that offer.
I got you. Now, are you nervous at all knowing you have to open 2 cases in the next round?
No, not at all, because the same principle applies as did with this round, If I'm opening 2 cases, I'm guaranteed to at least have 100,000 left on the board going into the next offer after this. So I'm feeling pretty good. The banker's going to have to make a pretty sweet deal for me to take it and stop after this one. All
right. Nothing gets past you. You've got the gameplay figured out. You can go ahead and refine your strategy while waiting in the soundproof booth over there while I bring the banker in and have a conversation about what we can do for you. All right. And I think we've got the banker on the line. Banker, hello?
Hello.
Hello, banker. It's good to hear from you. Now, he definitely upped his game in that last round, if you ask me. What do you think?
He's got this weird strategy. He thinks he can metagame my game. He thinks he can play the game better than I can.
It looks like he's gotten on the banker's bad side a little bit.
And meme on me, and I'm going to reflect my offer in that way. You know, he did knock out some big numbers, but he knocked out some small ones. Wonder how he feels about $69,420.
I will bring. Is there any significance behind that number? It seems rather precise.
It's very nice.
It's very nice. All right, I'll bring him this nice offer and let him know just how he has misstepped in his gameplay today. Banker, thank you again for your thoughtful consideration.
Of course, anytime.
All right, Andy, man, get your butt back over here and out of that soundproof booth. We have been able to secure you a very, very, very nice offer. Now, you saw your offer climb by just a little bit in that first round, and obviously you played a lot better in this last round you just had. The offer climb is going to reflect that. Now, without knowing what it is, do you see yourself going all the way in today's game?
You know, if the banker is going to keep disrespecting me, I do. Someone's got to stick up for the little guy. You know, we got to fight big bank and big money. So yeah, I'm going to do that if the banker's going to keep these low offers.
All right. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to call this next offer low. It beats out your first 3 available cases. It doesn't beat out your last 3 available cases. It's very nice, though. Your offer right now, Andy, man, if you choose to walk away without looking in your case, is $69,420. Dell or no Dell?
Very nice.
Very nice offer.
Wow. I mean that's an oddly specific number. I'm not sure. Did the banker tell you why they chose that specific number? I mean, usually it's a little bit more round than that.
The banker did express that they will not tolerate they will not tolerate anyone else conquering this domain, or at least attempting to, as their own. This is the banker's house, and they want to make sure that is known.
Kind of weird to have a house without a roof, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, you've obviously never lived in a place that doesn't rain.
Well, looking at that $69,420 offer, seeing that banker back there behind that glass, I've got one thing to say to that banker there. No deal.
No deal. And we're gonna keep going on with the gameplay here into round 4. All right. Some bold moves. It looks like you're starting to get on the bankers, on their feisty side a little bit. But, at the end of the day, this is a numbers game, and feelings have no place in a bank. So if you're able to, put the pressure on and make a strong round here, the banker is not going to be able to resist offering you more money. So, Andy, man, which one of these cases do you think contains $10,000 or less?
Let's see. So I have 2 cases.
You have 2 cases to open. Yeah, you've got your first one right now, but you're going to have to get a second one after it.
Well, Joe Walsh up there been treating me real well these last couple of rounds. Let's clear out that last one that they've got. Let's go with case number 14.
All right, Joe, you know what to do. Gonna open up case number 14, count those bills, and let you know just how much money you're knocking off the board right now, Andy, man. It's looking like a good potential for you here if you knock out any of those low values. Really don't want to see that 300,000. And it's the 300,000. But that's okay. We planned for this. You talked about how, you're opening 2 cases. No matter what, you are going to be keeping at least one 6-figure number on the board. But you need right now, the pressure is on, Andy. You got to make a choice that's on the low side of the board if you want to keep the bankers' numbers rising. So where is one of those low numbers sitting?
I think I've got to switch up my strategy here. I I think I gotta go with case number 4. I think I gotta let Yalar.
We're going back into the front row. We'll see if it pays off. All right. Yalar, you've been betrayed for a little while, but the attention is right back on you right now. Are you going to be able to give us a low total right now? And we're looking at a meaty, I don't know if we're feeling good. It's the $1!
Let's go!
All right. Looks like Yalar was looking to win back some love from you, Andy, man, right there. Able to knock off the... Oh, such a good round. That's so good. You are now sitting in an absolute strong position with 1,000, 10,000 on the low side, but 100 and 200,000 on the high side. I don't really know where your offer is going to sit. I wouldn't be surprised if it kind of stayed somewhere close to your past one, because you did knock off both edges of your board, giving you a little bit of a more safe round, although less extremes.
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like the weight of that $1 probably outweighed the weight of the 300,000. So hopefully this goes up and the banker really starts taking this game seriously.
Absolutely.
I'm ready for it.
All right, and it sounds like they're getting on the line right now. So I'm gonna once again ask you to please jump into that soundproof booth while I speak with our banker. All right, banker, we've got a sticky situation here. He's got one of the most split fields I've ever seen.
Howie, when he knocked that $1 out of the board, I was just absolutely shocked and appalled. And, I was on the line to my investors and I said, I might have to pull out a little bit because we have no money, because we have to offer it all to this gentleman here. See, he's sitting in this weird position of in between, and I thought he was going to take my meme offer. I really did. I thought he was going to take my 69,420, but my offer shoots up because, I'm a little bit generous, but, I want him out of here. So how does 80K sound?
All right, 80K flat. That's a strong amount right there. Looks like we've got some aggressive fans coming on the field, but the audience, luckily, ready to take care of them. We appreciate the audience members always coming armed, as any good audience should, with weapons.
Yes, of course. we love our crew.
The banker and I and the models, thank you for keeping us safe. Big shout outs right now to Kamakani for keeping the Dell or No Dell family safe. But anyway, yes. Banker, to reiterate, that is $80,000 on the board for Andy Man to walk away right now.
Yes, to walk away right now. Because if he knocks out that 1K next round, we're going to see a very, very large increase.
All right. Well, he's got 2 more to open next round. So even if he knocks out the 1, maybe he knocks out the 200. We'll see what happens. I'm going to bring him in. Thank you once again for your thoughtful consideration.
You're most welcome.
All right, Andy, you can bring yourself back on into the playing field. We have just gotten the offer from the banker. So you're a smart guy. You know what happened that last round. I don't need to tell you that you knocked out the biggest value remaining and the smallest value remaining, which balanced your board a little bit. You had a board filled with extremes. So it's a little more balanced. Your offer is going to be a little more balanced as well. Your logic so far has been that with the amount of cases remaining to pick, you've always remained in a position where even if you got nothing but worst case scenarios, you still had playing power. This next round, you have to pick 2 cases, and you only have 2 high values. Are you feeling ready to take the risk involved with continuing the game if this offer is not high enough for you?
That's a good question, Howie, and it's something I've been struggling with while I was in my soundproof booth. I don't know that I've come to an answer myself yet on that. We'll have to see what the offer comes up as. I think that might push me one way or another.
All right, well, I'm ready to present it to you right now. The offer that you have been presented is $80,000. So you need to make a decision right now. You can sell what's in your case. That is a little bit under your second highest case, but it is miles beyond your 2 lowest cases. $80,000 is going to secure you a very strong prize. So should you decide to walk away with it, it is all yours right now. If you simply tell me that you are going to take that Dell.
Ooh. Now that's... the banker's getting a little bit serious. They're starting to take my gameplay serious, and I know it was kind of a joke at the beginning there. knocking off all those high offers, but we're in a good place. I feel like we're speaking the same language here. 80,000.
80,000. Yeah. I know it's a lot of money. It's a good offer, and it's in a position where you're so unsafe continuing for the banker to increase the offer. It's almost like they want you to take it. This is a generous offer.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I'm looking at the audience. You know, I'm seeing a lot of Dells. I'm seeing some strong, a single strong no Dell, but seeing a lot of dumpers as well. Not really sure how to interpret the dumpers, but the Quakes speak volumes.
Yeah, I think the Quakes speak more than anything else.
Yeah. But you know, there's just something about it. I'm not really sure if I can explain it, but I think I've got to go one more time.
And that's going to be no Dell. He's ready to play into the final round right now. He's got 2 more cases to open with 3 available on the board. Maybe he'll get lucky. All right. You got to be feeling pretty daft right now, you little punk. Why don't you go ahead and let me know which one of these cases is your second last opening of the game. Walk us through it. Give us the thought process.
You know, looking at it, I've got 2, I've got 6, and I've got 9. I got a couple of nice numbers, and there's 2 of them. So I feel like I got reason to pick any of these 3. Oh, this is tough though. I think we'll go with we'll just work back to front. Let's go with case number 9.
Case number 9. All right, Brent, sitting there in the back row and ready to do some damage with you right now. Case number 9, let's go. Please give us that 1,000, Brent. You're going to be putting smiles on a absolute magical robot man if you're able to give us a low number. The 100,000, however, is chosen.
That's fine.
Wouldn't call that one a nice number.
No, but it had to get out of the way for the 200,000. So as long as I stay away from that, as long as I'm getting that 1,000 to the 10,000, I'm still in a good place.
As long as this next one is not the 200,000. Now hopefully hopefully this bad boy right here is holding your 200,000. Hopefully your field is a safe place to play where no matter what you do, you're choosing 1 or 10. But we just don't know. We do know for sure that if the 200,000 is on there, one of these 2 cases, in the worst case scenario, is a lower value. One of those small numbers. So, Andy, this is the most important case you're going to pick today. Which one of these is not 200,000?
You know what, Howie? I think now is really the time to go for it here. Obviously, you can tell by my outfit, I'm a big Daft Punk fan, and one of the best parts about Daft Punk is that there's 2 members. So let's go ahead. Let's open number 2. I need to pull this luck right now.
All right, right next to where the $1 million case was, you are charged with opening case number 2. Please, let's see some good luck right now and give us a small total. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Andy, my sincerest apologies and condolences on that rough round right there. You're sitting with $1,000 or $10,000 in your case. Oh, yeah. There's got to be a lot of emotions running through your head right now.
Yeah, not good. I feel like throughout this game I just kind of lost myself to the dance of it all, and I got swept up and didn't play my best. Yeah, you know what? But you know it was bold of you to come and make contact over here and to come play the game, and we appreciate you coming through and playing your hardest. You know, Dell or no Dell is 10%
10. I think what were the ratios there, Brent? It was 10% skill, 20% reason to remember the name, something like that. He doesn't remember, I think. But it's
70% preparation, 30% perspiration. I don't know. I just make it up.
Well, you've got a 50% chance of your case containing $10,000. 50% chance of it containing $1,000. Before we're able to find out which of those it is, I'm going to have one more final conversation with the banker. So I'll be seeing you in just a bit. Go enjoy your soundproof booth, and we'll bring in that banker. All right. Banker, it's a good day for you right now.
My wallet is singing. It really is. I would just like to say that this poor man has had the worst game of Del or No Del I've ever seen, but unfortunately, he still touched my heart. I remember touch, you know. And I'm going to give him one last chance to walk away with something. And I'm going to offer him $6,969. That's all he gets from me. That's it. You know, there's just something about him.
There's something about us. All right, with $6,969, I will send it forward. Do you have any words to go with those numbers for him?
No. You know what? I have no more words for this poor man.
Literally
I
speechless.
Hope he makes the right choice.
All right, banker, I'm going to go ahead and send over that final offer, and we're going to bring him back in.
Sounds good.
All right, Andy, man, you are welcome back in. We've got your final offer of the day. Now, you've seen a side of the banker that not many people get to see today, and the banker wanted you to walk away feeling good, feeling like a champion, feeling nice. And so your final offer, if you decide to walk away for the contents of your case, $6,969. So with that final nice total sitting there, I must ask you one final time. If you say no, you can have either case 10 or switch for case 6. But if you say no, this $6,969 is yours. Andy, man, the question is available. Del or no Del?
You know, as we go through here, we've reached kind of the end of the line, and the banker turns out the banker's human after all with this offer. I'm happy that, you know, we got to this point, and after all these missteps, after all this, you know, this just bad gameplay, really, I feel like I've got to turn over a leaf. I've got to be doing it right. I'm gonna take the deal.
He's gonna take the deal. All right. There we go. And the fireworks are ablaze. Congratulations, Andy. You just sold your case for $6,960. The unfortunate reality of that is you just sold $10,000 for approximately $3,000 less. But you know what? It's still a lot of money that you're walking away with. Andy, I want to thank you for coming on the program, and I want to thank our wonderful models over here, our amazing banker, and our enthusiastic, beautiful, and protective audience. This has been Del or No Del, Tarantula Island Edition. I've been your host, Howie Zendel. Good